Hey guys, let's look at another Mr. Yang game. This one also is going back, I would have to say over 40 years. Uh, he's playing, this fellow is a pro, but between 1 and 4, professional Don. So let's have a look. There's some particularly interesting things in this that we'll get to. Okay. Black plays away to a big spot. Now we know that Black doesn't need to respond here. Uh, Back then, it was less common to ignore, but let's just look at a few things for fun. Black ignores if white plays here. Well, for instance, black, white, black, take the corner. Black can develop a position here. This is actually Sente. So it's not like black has nothing here. So playing away, reasonable. Black plays away. Okay. All straightforward. We get this move. This move always bothers me. Now, I've always done well against it, but it still bothers me. Like as white, I'm being attacked extra hard, and he's getting an extra big corner. Now, that's not all the way true, but it kind of feels that way. It's kind of like playing here. It's like actually just too small. But anyway, here we are. White's responses locally tend to be one of the three. Plays here. Black attacks. White, one might think of this sort of move, but notice it's just undercut. So white gets out. Makes sense. Okay. Black finishes Joseki. This is a standard pattern here. White. Now the pattern, Joseki, is to play here. White connects, and then black connects the cut. And black has a very strong group with outside thickness, things of that nature. But black went this way instead. So it's this move, except we hit white's open skirt. That means that instead of playing here, black might decide to play here and take a large bottom area. Interesting little twist. White says, no, I'll just finish up. So now we start a sequence of the A group getting settled. Notice black has Sente. Let's notice a few things. White's undercut at A. White's undercut at B. White's totally behind enemy lines. I would be nervous. I find when I face this sort of thing against a strong player, 7, 8, 9, I'm just feeling kind of choked. So comes in, pretty regular. Here, it's a little bit interesting. It seems clear that black looks at the A-B relationship and is dissatisfied. Like white can come in there and create two weak black groups, that sort of thing. Let's look at a few ideas for black. One, oh, let's connect up. Well, that's just silly. It's connecting up, but it's not doing anything. Okay. What about this one? Okay. We actually have a correct extension. We're taking some points. True, this is here, but still, it's reasonable. The other one that looks like this is his move. White is now very surrounded. And now, next move, we're taking a nice little area. So this move makes sense. I'm always trying to get in their heads, what are they thinking about? What do they think is important? Out. Okay. Let's look at what it's cost white so far. Black's got area 1. He didn't used to have area 1. And by attacking, he's got it. He's also developed a strong A situation, which doesn't necessarily have any points attached to it, but in numerous ways it can get points. So there's kind of a fair amount that black's got here. For black to get in that position, he had to give white the area 2, which is big. It's interesting. Okay, black comes up here. And white says, oh, I'm fine. Okay, I'm not against it. Let's look at some ideas. If white plays here, if white plays here, I'm sure it's around here somewhere, just a second. Black, clicked on it 5 times. White, if white plays there, white has an eye in area 1, and the second eye will either be 2 or we'll call it 3. So if white plays right now, pretty much guaranteed life. If white doesn't play first, let's put it here. Well, now we can say that white has, assuming white plays next, white has 1 eye in area 1. Sounds about right. 1 eye in area 1 and out. Out and some potential for an eye somewhere around 2. It's not an eye yet, but it's a couple little, trying to get a handle on the eye space here. So when white plays away, to me, that's meaningful. I would, on a good day, that would take bravery for me. Okay. Well, clearly, black's A group is feeling this. White's happy to live on the right, big area. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay. Out. Clearly cut. This is standard that there's this knight's move. I'll make it this way. There's this knight's move, so black's cut. Yeah, but black's just alive in the corner. Mostly, I mean, between A, coming under at B, connecting at C, there's just too many ways to get healthy. So black is not concerned about his health. Also, white's A group is so weak, white can't go trying to kill the corner. So black's fine. This black move used to be standard. Mr. Yang told me that he thinks putting it here is a little stronger. That knight's move is not quite trustworthy. Above my pay grade, for sure. I love these moves. Just take a little eye, threatening, take more, and then out. Notice the knight's move. Why would you play the knight's move when you can just play this? Well, that's a hard question. That's why I like to review pro games. Why would he do that? Why is this better? Well, let's look at possible answers. And again, this is how I study it. I see something I don't quite get. I pose the question, is it because of this? Is it because he wanted it? You look at the different possibilities. Which one seems most likely? How important do you think it was for him to play that? Does he think they're both fine? Try to pose the questions. I get insight that way. Okay. If the A group, if White considers my A group is weak, then he doesn't want to run towards his other group, because when Black splits, both groups get hurt. And this is one of those rules. When you're running, when you have two weak groups, run in different directions. This idea is actually a little new to me. Okay, so that's one possibility, is he's staying away from that group. Well, isn't A weak? Isn't he running towards A? So I don't know the answer. I think that this move is more out and this one's more surroundable. For instance, Black, White. See how White's getting surrounded? If we play this way, Black, White not getting surrounded. So this white stone is more out. That's my guess is the major reason why he played here. And as far as cuts, he's not cut. Okay. Black. And goes for the surround. Okay, well, that's interesting. So we now see the two A stones, and we're saying they're fine on their own. Okay, I can get that. The B group is now completely out. Not even a hint. I mean, it's way out. And we've got some support to our C group. This all sounds great. Is this black gap a thing? I'm thinking it has to be something of a thing. If it's not, why wouldn't White just run out? The reason to play this way, helping see a little more, but we're getting close to that gap. I'm just guessing here. Okay, Black, out. Take the space. This Black doesn't do a lot of killing. This is interesting. What is this black stone doing? Well, next move, the A group is surrounded, right? With something like this or this, surrounded. Okay, but we're live. But, so this black move threatens to surround White. It saves this cut. Okay, it's doing a lot of things. Black is, it's a little hard for me. Is Black feeling weak? When black says, well, let me look at this black position on the right. I'm feeling a little thin here. I'm concerned that, my whole group is actually getting in trouble. So I'm going to get out. Okay. That sounds reasonable. White gets out, which obviously totally helping the A situation, very much helping the B situation. The only thing is, are you sure you're alive at C? Now here, I feel certain from the time I've spent with Mr. Yang, years and years, that he's read out the whole situation, C situation, comfortably. So black surrounds. Then here, let's look at this move. There's clearly some weaknesses in black A, and there's a few ways of creating that. For instance, here, right? There's stuff here. Okay, so that's one thing this does. Next, do you remember we talked about a little I around 1, and I said it's really not there yet, but it's getting there. I think that's a big part of this move. Is this gives him his second I. So an I at 1, no question. Where's the second I? Well, either by capturing 2 next move, or by taking the I at 3. So we have 1, and we have mi to get a second one. I just think this is a great move. He played so few moves to get easy life or absolute life. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. Come up. In. Okay. You're leaving your A group kind of out there. Now we know B's really big. If black gets that corner, that's a big corner. And if white takes it, not only doesn't black get it, but white gets it. So it's like big times 2. Well, as long as your A group can withstand this, okay. Well, and black starts the split. White has to gauge the weakness of A, weakness of B. I like this move. When I'm in top form, which I haven't been for a long time, I have a strong understanding the value of Aji at A. And I see it as a primary topic. Oh, but you're about to get surrounded. No worries, I have Aji at A. Now, in my normal day-to-day, it's like, oh my God, I'm getting surrounded. What am I going to do? So here, which makes for a nice getting out or capturing the 1 stone. And of course, we can still get out. This white stone is living comfortably, quite similarly to his A group. Here, connect. Nice. Yep. Yep. Here, dealing with the Aji. Okay. Surround. There's a lot to read out here. Okay. Black A cannot connect to B. There's a cut there. So if white plays C, the A-stones die. Okay, save. Sorry. Connect. Great. But still, this A group does not look that healthy. So cut at B. Black cuts. This is driving to Suji. And here's the drive. Boom. And the drive would be continuing here, Sente to kill black. But no need, just capture. Okay. Driving to Suji is one of those basic things you need to know to be one done, but it's extremely powerful tool. I mean, wow. I mean, powerful. Boom. Start in towards life. Remember, he jumped at A, jumped at 1, continued at 2, and we were asking, what about that space? Well, here you are. Without those moves, we wouldn't have these Sente moves. Pretty cool. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, what's it mean? Sorry. Black has a lot of weaknesses there, right? So, connect. Black's A group has its own trouble. So this is Sente. Life in the corner would be easy. So Sente. Shape. Sente. Here. So the thread, of course, is this Atari. And with that Atari, the A group would be alive, not necessarily the B group. Now, I'm not going to start deep reading. Can the B group find life on its own? To me, it's more interesting if black cuts the B group off. The C group's already dead, right? That's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 10. How big is the right? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24, 6, 30. So if black kills the B group, 30. White captures C, that's 10. We're down to a 20-point gain for black. And what's the value of white's wall? And remember, it's perfectly thick. So cut. Now, we don't have to play this capture because he's already dead. But I want to capture to show that white's center wall is perfectly thick. There's no cuts. Okay. So that thickness in Sente easily picks up the other 20. So even if the B group dies, I'm not at all thinking that white's behind in these exchanges. So interesting stuff. White plays here. Black does the Atari. Connect. We have the cut here. That's going to save our group. Okay. Fix. So we're finally back to whites having life around A and white can connect at B and be out. Black comes down. Black's life is definitely in question there. Let's just look at a little bit of that. Dun, dun, Atari. Threaten to kill this stone. Black's dead. Yeah. Okay. So black comes down, living, cut. Now we're out. We haven't even asked a question about life and death yet. Now, a minute ago, I said, I don't want to read that out, but I'm in a game. I don't want to read out life and death. First of all, I try not to get in a position where I'm going to get surrounded and I have to worry about life and death. I don't want that. If I do get in that position, I'll do everything I can to not read it out. Oh, I'll let him capture it because I can do this instead. I do not like the emotional turmoil. Now, if I have to do it, okay. But if it's a really serious tournament game, I might read out 6 moves in that game where I'm using some clock and doing an actual readout. I do not like it. It takes time, a great deal of effort, goes hard. And when I'm playing a game, there's a lot going into it. I can't do all that reading. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. That's interesting. A move like this, White would like the A group just to be out. Then he also doesn't have to play back to get life. So, looking to just get out. If Black says, oh, well, I'll just connect. Oh, White's getting out. Oh, White is totally getting out. I mean, and threatening the 3 B stones are not at all home yet. So this is a great move. This is a regular kind of move. It's if one wants to run out, you don't want to play any of the inside moves, A, B, C. You want to play out, 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 one of the outside moves. Okay, boom, boom. Here, lots of wonderful threats there. Just for fun, if Black doesn't do anything, Atari. Here, Black says, nope, Atari. Oh, really? Atari can't save because of the capture. So a lot of cool stuff going on here. Save. Out was one of those outside moves again. And this guy. Go ahead and split me apart. I'll live my 2 groups independently. Yeah. Black does it this way. This is a Joseki I've never understood, this cut. Every time I see that move, I'm going, what? I've never learned that Joseki. It just bothers me every time I see it. Oh, that's big. Look at the entire A group. It's hard to even see one eye. It's down. Capture. Oh, don't capture. So if Black saves, White can play here threatening to cut and kill. And when black saves, oh man, black's in such trouble. That's gorgeous. So black should have played this way, threatening to kill, and then threaten life. And I'm on the wrong button. Just a second. Here, Tari. Threaten the eye, remove the eye, 2 eyes. But I assume black's behind and he's feeling a need to not lose points. Anyway, it goes this way. And now it's just a race. And they die. Black's trying to kill this group. A's just 1 eye at the moment. Let's see how white lives. Take the eye away. Yeah. Killing a group like this is just out of the question. Black's gasping, trying to take the eyes away. And white gives up that group in order to live. And white saying, well, my capture on the right is so big, I can give up a little thing as long as I live comfortably. So that's interesting. Sorry. Life. And with white Sente, get back to business. Okay. So I like Mysterian games a lot. I always learn something when I see him play. So I hope you did too. Okay, guys, thanks. Catch y'all later.